working a lot with difficult and what I'm going to broadly describe as unwanted emotions. But of course, in the bigger picture, I know that none of my emotions are unwanted. But but some of them I don't yet know how to appreciate. And I'm recognizing this spiritual journey, this healing journey, as a journey of coming to appreciate the whole of my experience. And so perhaps you also are in this season of coming face to face with feelings that live in you that you really wish didn't, that you feel wrong for having, or they feel like they carry a message of badness or wrongness. This has been one of the deep lessons for me about uncomfortable feelings, is there's some deep programming in me. I think it's related to the just world fallacy and the idea that that things are fair according to our human standard of fairness. And in that frame, if something feels bad, there's this part of me deep inside that interprets it as meaning that I am bad. Because if I'm feeling bad, then it must mean that I deserve to feel bad. And the only person who would deserve to feel bad is someone who is bad. But of course, all of that is living inside frame after frame of small thinking and small understanding. And when I say small, I mean, compared to the vastness of the universe. All human thinking is small. And so, of course, my thinking is small. My understanding is small because it's just coming from a minuscule perspective compared to the vastness that surrounds us. Even the vastness, I'm looking at a tree, even the vastness of a tree with its branches and roots as compared to this little body that likes to think it knows so much. And the biggest release that I have found is the release into not knowing, into not being so sure that I know what's up, that I know what something means, that I know just because I feel bad that that feeling is itself bad or some sign of badness, as opposed to an invitation to get curious, a loving challenge. So the message today has to do with letting go of being so sure, opening up to a bigger perspective, to the possibility that feeling bad is about something more than punishment, something different from punishment. What if these bad feelings are coming from a part of you, a part of me that loves us so much that it is demanding that we look at things in a new way? And what's coming to mind for me is the many years that I spent in pretty crappy romantic relationships, feeling really insecure and jealous, which for me was like this incredibly sharp, stabby sensation in the heart area. And when I finally allowed myself to open up and fully receive the message of that jealousy, it was a deeply loving part of me, like doing everything she could to pierce through my protective layers and say to me, you deserve better. You deserve to be in a relationship with someone who cherishes you. And so that bad feeling was actually a wonderful message of love and affirmation. But it had to fight through all of these protective layers of me burying it out of fear of what it was going to say. So, if that resonates for you, just know that your bad feelings also are coming from a loving part of you. Maybe a part of you who doesn't understand something about what's going on, but maybe a part that understands even better than your consciousness does. That understands that you are so perfect, that you deserve so much goodness. So much goodness that it is worth sharing with you a harsh message to wake you up. That's what I think is happening for us humans across the globe in this moment. We are creating more and more intolerable, uncomfortable positions as a means of forcing ourselves to face the fact that we need to change, which is something that we know, but that we turn away from again and again. So the invitation today is, what are you refusing to look at that actually is an invitation into exactly what you want? How can you allow yourself to feel the discomfort, to receive the gift of the discomfort, and to find out what is on the other side? Something I know is that everything I want, everything we want, is on the other side of discomfort. New discomfort. We're feeling discomfort all the time. But allowing ourselves to feel new discomfort and to move in new ways is the call of these times. And you can trust yourself to do it, because it wouldn't be arising in this moment if you weren't ready to handle it. Blessings on your days, my friends. I love you.